Y'all, it feels so good to read a good book. Pachinko, you've heard of it. Min Jin Lee's epic, spanning 4 generations of a Korean family across the 20th century in Korea and Japan. This book truly lived up to the hype. I've been wanting to read it forever and finally made the time to because it was the pick for this month's Your Local ATX Book Club in collaboration with one of my favorite local festivals, ATX TV Festival. And it is not a thin book. It's about 500 pages, so definitely took some doing to get done. I did listen to a little bit of the audiobook as well. It's narrated by Sandra Oh. Sometimes celebrity narrators can be a little hit or miss, but no, she was the one for this book. Honestly, I can't stop gushing about this. They feel like such a real family in the way that you get very attached to every character and then they'll do something that just absolutely breaks your heart and shatters you, or some terrible tragedy will befall them. There were multiple times where I was holding back tears reading this book. And I just mentioned that it's very hard for a book to get me to cry. So as I mentioned, this is a family history, not a political history, so don't go in expecting a full explanation of events in Japan and Korea in the 20th century. But I did learn a lot about what it was like to be on the ground as a Korean at the time of the Japanese colonization of Korea. This book is super well researched and it has inspired me to go and learn some more. So why is it called Pachinko? Pachinko is a game that's basically a cross between pinball and plinko in the United States. That is a very popular gambling parlor game in Japan. But the Pachinko halls were run by Koreans at the time, so several members of the family end up involved in the Pachinko business. It's easy to make the connection between history and gambling. The back of the book says history is seldom kind. And one of my favorite quotes from the point of view of my favorite character, Mosasu, is, Mosasu believed that life was like this game where the player could adjust the dials, yet also expect the uncertainty of factors he couldn't control. He understood why his customers wanted to play something that looked fixed, but which also left room for randomness and hope. And then we have another one, a pull quote on the back that says, "There could only be a few winners and a lot of losers, and yet we played on because we had hope that we might be the lucky ones." That is absolutely the theme of this book. It is so beautifully written. You really want everyone in this family to succeed, and few of them do. So it's very true to life. If you've been thinking about this one because of the awards and the hype, but putting it off because maybe it's too long, you haven't had a chance to get around to it like me, the 500 pages really flew by for me. It is so compelling. I cannot recommend this enough. One of my favorite reads of the year.